Before we jump in, I do earn a referral fee when you use the services and companies I demonstrate in the video, but there is no additional cost to you. I chose them because they're the best in the industry and you're safe with them.
Have you ever wondered how to set up a trust fund? Imagine a financial tool that allows you to secure your assets, manage your wealth, and ensure that your loved ones are taken care of. That's what a trust fund is all about. It's a strategic way to control how your money is used, even after you're gone. Whether it's for your child's education, your spouse's welfare, or your own peace of mind, setting up a trust fund can be a game changer. Today, you'll learn the simple steps to establish a trust fund. Before diving into the process, it's crucial to understand what a trust fund is. A trust fund, in its simplest form, is a financial tool that holds and manages assets on behalf of another person or entity. These assets can range from cash, stocks, real estate, and even a business. The purpose of a trust fund is to safeguard assets for future use, often with specific conditions attached. For instance, a parent might set up a trust fund for their child's education, stipulating that the funds can only be accessed when the child reaches college age. One of the key benefits of a trust fund is its potential for tax efficiency. Depending on the type of trust, it can help reduce estate or gift taxes, allowing more wealth to be passed on to beneficiaries. But it's not just for the uber-wealthy. Trust funds can be an effective tool for many families looking to protect their assets and ensure they are used as intended. However, there are common misconceptions about trust funds. Some people believe they are only for the ultra-rich or that they are overly complex. While setting up a trust fund does require careful planning and legal advice, it's not an exclusive club reserved only for millionaires. Trust funds can be a strategic part of financial planning, offering control, protection, and potentially significant tax benefits. Now that you have a clear understanding of trust funds, you're ready to learn how to set one up. The first step in setting up a trust fund is identifying its purpose. The purpose of your trust fund can be as varied as the stars in the sky. It could be to provide for your children's education, to ensure your spouse's financial security, or even to support a charitable cause that's close to your heart. This purpose isn't just a guiding light, it significantly influences the type of trust you choose. For example, a revocable trust might be ideal for maintaining control over assets, while an irrevocable trust could be better for estate tax considerations. The purpose also shapes the terms set within the trust, dictating when and how funds are distributed. It can even determine the assets included in the trust, whether that's real estate, stocks, or cash. So take the time to reflect on what you want to achieve with your trust fund. Once you've identified the purpose of your trust fund, you can move on to choosing the right type of trust. Step 2 involves choosing the right type of trust for your needs. Now, trusts come in many different shapes and sizes, each with its own unique features. First, there's the revocable trust, also known as a living trust. This is a flexible option because you can change or dissolve it during your lifetime. Then we have the irrevocable trust. Once you set this up, it's generally set in stone. The benefit here is that assets in an irrevocable trust aren't considered part of your estate and are thus shielded from estate taxes. Next up is the charitable trust, which, as the name suggests, is designed to benefit a charitable organization. And last but not least, we have special needs trusts for beneficiaries who have disabilities. This type of trust ensures that they can use the funds without losing access to essential government benefits. The key is to understand your unique needs and circumstances and then align them with the right type of trust. After choosing the right type of trust, you need to decide who will manage it. The third step in setting up a trust fund is appointing a trustee. This is a crucial part of the process, as the trustee will be responsible for managing the trust assets in accordance with your wishes. They are the ones who will ensure the trust operates as intended, making decisions that are in the best interest of the beneficiaries. When choosing a trustee, consider their financial acumen, trustworthiness, and familiarity with your family dynamics. You may select a close family friend, a professional advisor, or even a financial institution. Remember, the role requires skills in financial management, as well as a degree of diplomacy and discretion. For added security and balance of power, you might want to consider appointing a co-trustee. This allows for shared responsibility and can provide a system of checks and balances. However, keep in mind that this arrangement also requires effective communication and cooperation. With a trustee in place, you can now focus on identifying the trust beneficiaries. Step 4 involves identifying the beneficiaries of your trust fund. Now, this step is crucial as it determines who will receive the fruits of your hard work, your financial legacy. The beneficiaries can be individuals, organizations, or even pets. Yes, you heard it right, pets too. While choosing your beneficiaries, take your time, ponder, and be specific. A trust fund isn't a guessing game. It's a precise tool to ensure your assets go exactly where you want them to. For instance, instead of stating children, state their names. This level of specificity leaves no room for misinterpretation. Furthermore, you have the option to include conditions for disbursement. This means the beneficiary must meet certain criteria or conditions to receive the trust fund. For instance, you might stipulate that a child must graduate from college or reach a certain age. Once you've identified your beneficiaries, you're ready to fund the trust. And remember, your decisions today can shape the financial future of your loved ones tomorrow. The final step in setting up a trust fund is funding the trust. But what does that mean exactly? Well, it involves transferring your assets into the trust you've just created. This can include a variety of assets such as real estate, stocks, bonds, even valuable collectibles. Each type of asset has its own unique process of transfer. For instance, real estate needs to be deeded to the trust, while stocks and bonds are transferred by changing the name or title to that of the trust. Now, it's important to understand that once the assets are in the trust, they are legally owned by the trust. This shift of ownership is vital because it ensures that the assets are managed according to the terms you've set out in the trust agreement. It's like a safety vault for your assets, ensuring they're used in the best possible way for your beneficiaries. And there you have it. Your trust fund is set up and ready to go. Setting up a trust fund might seem complicated, but it's actually a straightforward process. We've walked through the steps together, starting with understanding what trust funds are and their potential advantages. We then moved on to identifying the purpose of the trust fund, whether it's for inheritance, welfare, or saving for a child's future. Next, we discussed choosing the right type of trust based on your unique needs and circumstances. This was followed by appointing a trustworthy and competent trustee to manage the fund. We also explored the importance of clearly identifying your beneficiaries, those who will ultimately receive the benefits of the trust. Lastly, we tackled the vital step of funding the trust, ensuring that there are sufficient assets for the trust to be effective. Each of these steps plays a crucial role in establishing a trust fund that aligns with your financial goals and strategies. Remember, setting up a trust fund is a significant financial decision, so it's always a good idea to seek professional advice.